everything I told him not to. Hey, he's fighting this fight his way.
The towel, George. I'm going to throw it in.
No, you ain't. Yes, sir, it's funny. I've been knocking around with you since we was kids. And all the time I thought you had the makings of a fighter in you. I was all wrong. You're a born manager. That's what you are. So long as you don't need me, why, I'll just...
You're dropping me, George?
Not me. You're giving me the gate. Well, why shouldn't you? You got your own system. I ask you to go in there tonight and lay low, and what do? Try and knock Spike out the minute the gong rings just because you got a pair of gloves on. Well, let me tell you, gloves ain't enough.
I started to fight like you told me. I tried. I had something else on my mind. I needed that dough, George. I had to be in on the big end of the purse.
Rose. Didn't I know it? If you're in this fight game just to get enough money for that wife of yours... Listen, it's about time that you knew that she... What's the use? Good luck to you. Put on that robe. You want to get pneumonia?
That's just what I told her. I said, Rose, don't marry a fighter. Didn't I?
She's right, Mrs. Mason. It's like she says. The fight game's a pretty tough racket. Everything goes along rosy, then wham. And they find you cutting out paper dolls.
But you got brains. You got out of it, something out of yourself.
Oh, Kid Mason's all right. He's a pretty good scrapper.
There we were on the stage like a couple of angels. Jumped the act, married Kid Mason. And why? Because she thought fighters made a lot of dough. All right. Place it into me. I did it. I'm the sap.
Rose. Guess I don't look so good, do I?
Oh, well.
I went after him too fast. I guessed wrong.
So did I. Yes, wrong. I guess I'd be wearing that fur coat you've been shooting off your head about. And I guess we'd be moving out of this hole. Wasn't I a dope?
You'll get your fur coat, Rose.
Sure, if I go out and shoot a couple of cats.
It's my own fault. I didn't fight the way George told me to. Now he's through with me.
Well, you should have been through with him years ago. You doing all the dirty work while Regan sat back and grabbed off his soft 50%.
Well, he didn't take it most of the time. Not when we needed the money at home. He gave up a lot for him.
He gave up. Oh,
Rome.
I'm leaving.
Rose. Honey.
I'm packing my bag. I'm through.
Two. And 7?
9.
Right. And 4?
14.
13.
That's right.
And 1?
14.
And 1?
15.
Marvelous. And 6?
16, 17, 18.
21. Come in.
George, I gotta see you.
I got nothing to talk to you about.
Please, George, it's important.
In the bedroom. Well?
Rose is gone. She left me.
Why, that dirty...
Oh, don't, George. Don't say nothing.
Well, what the... That's happened to a lot of other guys. Forget it. You don't know it, kid, yet, but you needed this.
This all happened so sudden, I don't know what to do.
You're going to go to bed and get some sleep. That's what you're going to do.
George, I can't go back there.
Of course you can't. You're going to stay right here with me. Put on your robe. You want to get pneumonia?
Give me a cigarette, Jeff.
Oh, look, kid. You'll cut your wind.
Give him one, Jeff. Prince Pearl will cut his wind for him.
Yeah, that'd make you happy, wouldn't it? Well, you're gonna be disappointed.
Yeah?
Well, you think I can't do it, don't you?
I don't think. I'm dumb like that. You're the smart guy around here. But I can read the newspapers.
All the smart money was on Willard once.
Well, my dough goes on you, kid.
Bet a lot.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, better lot, Jeff, and lose it. Well, I'm setting my jack on Pearl. He'll have his left hand in your face so often you'll think it belongs there.
All right. You just bet on it. Go ahead. Just bet on it.
Thank God. Why don't you lay off the kid? You know, when he's training, he's just like a caged animal. He
You
doesn't...
let me handle him. I understand him better than anybody else in the world. He's got a chance to beat Pearl, a small chance. Do you think I want him to think so?
I know. But don't you think if you encouraged him, you...
Courage to be the prize fighter, not a prima donna.
Hey, boss. I just saw Mandel and Riley, the gamblers, outside.
Yeah?
Ooh. Maybe they come around and look the kid over before they bet their dough, huh?
Yeah. You better duck, Jeff. Hello, boys.
Thought we'd drop up, me and the handicap. Take a peek at your boy. Doesn't cost nothing to look. No.
No.
Where is he?
He's in the shower. But you, nice workout today. Hey, okay. Hey, kid. You know Mandolin Riley.
I don't want to know. Cheerful, old lad.
Well, it wouldn't do any harm to know it.
As a matter of fact, kid, we were aiming to lay a little money on you.
Come on, spill it. What is it?
Can we talk around here?
Sure.
I've just had a nice little chat with Prince Pearl. Regan, I can tell by the light in your beautiful blue eyes you understand.
Sure, I get you. Prince Pearl is willing to take a dive, is that it?
Sure, it's simple. Prince Pearl will lay down for 5 days. So the kid can come over here and take him.
You get it, kid? Then later on you can get his chance at a fight with the champion.
What do you say, kid?
Well, let me get this straight. You want me and George to give you $5,000 to fix the fight. Is that it?
You got it.
Sure. You'll be a 5-to-1 shot at least. You can make a cleaner.
I don't know. What do you...
Don't be a sucker. Listen, you can make more money from this one fight than you can make from 14. You know, all other fighters do it. What's the matter with you? Come on, pull yourself together. Come on, kid, give us an okay. Yes.
Wait a minute, kid. What do you think I am, a setup? Do I look like a dirty crook? Get out.
Oh, get out! Talk, George. He's doing all right.
Get out!
Thanks, George.
How many times have I told you not to throw any punches unless your hands are taped? Huh? Look, put your clothes on. You want to get pneumonia?
I only lost 2 fights in my whole life, and that was because I didn't listen to what George said, see? He's the best little manager in the whole world, see?
Thanks, kid. You learned.
Come on, let's all give George a hand. What do you say?
Well, if I can get you monkeys to put trout in that turkey for a minute, I might say something. I'll have to admit that the kid was right. I did win that fight tonight. Hey, will somebody hang on to that peanut roaster? I won the fight all by myself. The kid didn't have a thing to do with it, except maybe a couple of pounds of dynamite in each hand and a body and chin that must be made of iron. Of course, maybe it's pig iron. Oh, yes, I guess it's up to me to thank you fellas that sent the kid these flowers. Except the mug that sent this bed of roses. He ought to know that those violets spell rest in peace. I haven't anything more to say except that, well, the next feed the kid throws for you will be on the night he takes the championship away from Mike Shea.
Right for that kid.
That's all, fellas. Go on with the victuals. All right, Riley, all right.
I know you've always been on the square, George.
All right, every guy to his own game.
I was all wet when I tried to fix you guys with Prince Pearl.
Yeah. I guess you learned your lesson when you bet against the kid. I ain't trying to preach, Riley, but the kid's got where he is by always being on the level. The newspapers know it, too. That's why they fought so hard to get us this match with Mike Shea, the champion.
Well, I think you pulled a bum deal when you let Mike Shea get all the dough.
Hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute. What do you mean, Mike Shea get all the dough?
A match is for winner take all, ain't it?
Well, how does that get him a dime?
Oh, that's the way you feel about it, eh?
Well, Michael probably murdered the kid, but what's the difference? He's made plenty of dough so far. Hello. Just a minute. It's for you, kid. A lady.
Got the Wrens chasing him now, huh?
Oh, he's a regular killer.
Uh-huh.
Hello, this is Mr. Mason. But wait a minute. But you can't do that.
Oh, I can't.
Well, let me explain.
Like nothing.
George, that's the redhead. She's going to sue me.
What?
Sue me.
What's she going to sue you for?
I don't know, breach of promise or something.
You ever promise her anything?
Not a thing. All I ever did was to be nice to her. What can she do to me?
Just nick you for your bankroll, that's all.
Well, isn't there any way out?
Well, I'll think up something.
Well, she's on her way up here right now.
What? She's a fast worker, ain't she? Hey, you duck out of sight. Okay. Does she know you're married?
I think so. I never told her. I don't know what I'd do without you, George.
That's all right.
Well, I'm good, what? Look legal, Riley. Look legal.
Oh, hello.
Oh,
We've been expecting you. Come right in. Meet my lawyer, Mr. Riley.
Judge.
Huh? Oh, I beg your pardon. Judge Riley. This is Miss DeVere.
Honored, my dear. You're not by any chance the daughter of my old friend Judge DeVere of Boston.
why,
Don't confuse her.
where's the kid?
Oh, he's sorry, but he was called away.
Oh, he was, wasn't he? That's funny.
You'll have a chair. I'll explain.
What have you got a lawyer here for?
Well, as a matter of fact, Mr.
Judge.
Judge Riley has just received a communication from Sandusky. That's the kid's hometown, you know, stating that he's way behind in his alimony.
You wouldn't kid me, would you, mister?
Well, now, how could I kid you? It's only that the kid's about to become champion, and I don't want to get him mixed up in a lot of dirt.
You too, Miss DeVere. I realize the importance of your career and that you work hard for your money. Think his wife can do in court?
Well, where do I come in? What about my broken heart?
Your bank account, Miss DeVere, your bank account. That's what we must protect first.
Absolutely. Why, I wouldn't stand around and see you gypped or taken advantage of.
Well, I don't know what to...
Well, you just run along. I'll think this over.
Mighty lucky for you that you came up here. Now, don't you do anything until you hear from us. Smart girl, Judge. Smart girl.
You said it, Regan. You said it.
Is she gone?
Gone, but not forgotten.
Well, what are you whew-ing about? We did all the dirty work. Hey, Judge, see who that is.
Wire for the kid.
Oh. Now, listen, after this, tell me things, boy. Tell me things. Because otherwise, someday you're going to catch me with my lawyer down.
Don't you worry. I'm through with women for life.
Yeah.
Well, George, can I see you a minute?
Sure. What is it?
It's from the missus, from Rose.
Well?
Well, she's in town. She wants to see me.
Yeah, I suppose so.
But look, she's sick. Oh, she might even be dying.
Oh, you don't fall.
We gotta see her, George. We gotta see her right away.
Put your...
We've been hearing a lot about you, Mr. Mason.
Yeah?
Your little wife's been a mighty sick little woman.
Yeah, I know. Oh, George, this is the place, all right.
Well, what do you want me to do? Kiss it?
She's right up this way. She's the sweetest little thing ever born.
No. What's the matter, George?
Make her quit. She's breaking my heart.
Huh?
I say, what's the matter? Is it her heart?
Come in. I was afraid you wouldn't come.
Well, why wouldn't I? You shouldn't think that, honey.
Oh, I've been awful sick, kid. I almost died.
Oh, don't. Don't, baby.
Oh, I've missed you so.
Now, Mother, how much does she owe you?
Huh?
How much does she owe you?
Oh, 4 weeks rent, $48. And meals and private baths.
You ain't trying to tell me you got some baths around here that ain't private.
Yes, sir.
Must be a lot of fun on Saturday night.
Forgive me, darling. Forgive me?
Me forgive you? Oh, honey.
Trick's been coming kind of tough lately, huh?
Oh, I was all right until I got the flu.
Show business?
Movies. All the directors admired my talent. But you gotta be on the inside.
Well, you don't have to worry. The kid's been knocking them over lately.
Oh, I read every word of it. That's all I had eyes for.
Oh, you've been following his doings, huh? I thought you'd be interested. But what I come back in to tell you was, you better take a long look at your sweet papa, 'cause you ain't going to see much more of him until after Mike Shea gets through plastering him around.
Mike Shea? Not the champion.
Sure, didn't the kid tell you he's matched to fight him?
That's right, honey.
You'll be just in time to nurse him back to health when Mike gets through with him.
Yeah? Well, that's what you said about Prince Pearl, but let me tell you something. You're looking at the next champion right now.
All right, kid.
All right, Shea. On the scales.
Oh, Mike. Okay, Mike. Good luck. Well?
George, I gotta win that fight tonight. I gotta be champion.
champion of the world, Kid Mason's going to say a few words to you. Talk right in there, Sam. Yeah, right from where you're at.
Well, folks, I'm awful happy to be champion, and I want to say for Mike Shea, he's no easy cinch, see? He's a good scrapper. And hello, Rose, I won. I'll be right home. Hello.
Well, what's the matter?
I was just thinking about the bunch.
Oh, riffraff.
He wants you to know that he wants you to enjoy the feed just the same as always. Well, as a matter of fact, his missus is sick, and, well, that's why he can't be here tonight. But believe me, the missus is the only one that could keep this chair empty tonight. Well, what do you say we give 3 cheers for the champion? Huh? Come on. Hooray! 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 Come in. Are you sure this is out of the same bathtub?
Yes, sir, Mr. Regan.
Keep it.
Thank you.
Here's to you, Rosie. You're a better man than I am.
What you were off that stuff for?
What's the matter? Can't a guy drink to his best friend's wife?
It's like I said, it ain't easy, see? You gotta train hard, live clean. You gotta take a lot of hard knocks, see?
I understand.
But if you're on the up and up about this,
Oh, I am, Mr. Mason. Gee, I don't know what I wouldn't do to become a real fighter. I mean, a fighter like you. A champ.
how long you been in Florida?
Oh, this is my home.
I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll take you back with me.
Gee, mister.
If we don't go in the water now, we'll be late for dinner.
All right, baby.
I'll see you later, champ.
So long, Bobby.
How many times did Rose have to tell you not to be familiar with the help?
Yeah, but this kid's been fighting amateur, honey, and he looks pretty good.
But you forget you're champion now. My darling's a big man. He's important.
I guess you're right. The way everybody treats me around here.
Of course you are.
Say, come to think of it, do you notice how everybody looks at me when I walk into the dining room?
But, dear, why wouldn't they?
Wait a minute. All right? Hey, Rattler, come here. How many times have I got to remind you got 2 hands?
What?
This, your left hand. What's that for?
Oh,
You get me?
yes, sir.
What?
Yes, George.
Well, that's better. Now, I want you to quit spine and go work on the left.
for the champion! Howdy, boys. Howdy.
Hello, kid.
Howdy, Jeff.
Gee, but you look swell. How've you been?
Fine, Jeff, fine. See you later. Howdy, George.
Hello, kid. What are you made up for?
Still the same, kiddy. You haven't changed a bit, have you?
No, but from the look of you, you have.
Hello, champ. I'm Rattler O'Keefe.
O'Keefe? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I did read something about you in the papers down in Florida.
Mr. Regan here.
What?
George, I may bought up my contract. We're working in the same stable now.
Yeah? Well, that's great.
Oh, you better go punch your bag, Rattler.
See you later.
Yeah. Still the same bunch of mugs. Never getting anywhere.
This fighters that'll fight. You don't seem to be in any hurry.
Well, there's no rush, is there? We've just been getting settled in the new apartment. Rose and...
Oh, the missus, eh?
Listen, George. If you've got any more to say about that, you better not say it. Because what I do for Rose, I do because it makes her happy, see? And that's my business and nobody else's.
All right, kid. She's your wife.
Oh, what's the use? I didn't come up here to start a row with you. I just wanted to ask you to come up and see our new apartment, that's all.
Well, I'd like to, kid, but... Oh, what about Rose? You know she doesn't want me up there.
No? Well, you're going to get the surprise of your life, George, if you think that Rose doesn't like you.
What?
Wait till you see her. Oh, she's a changed girl. You'd never know her. Oh, come on and see for yourself. All I heard on it.
I was telling my wife, you'll remember, dear, when Miss Mason worked with me in that picture?
Yes, indeed.
I said then, there's a personality. And properly exploited would be a sensation. Didn't I, dear?
Yes, I remember distinctly.
Oh, well, you know Hollywood.
Well, here in New York is different. Now, this review I have in mind.
Yes, sir, there certainly is a beautiful apartment house.
Yeah, they got plenty of rooms around here, though.
Yeah?
Yeah, they don't allow any dogs or babies.
Yeah, so I noticed.
What do you mean?
Oh, they're so clean, so quiet.
Where's that place?
Think I know a speakeasy looks just like this.
Oh, say, George, you know, in a place like this, you gotta have a lot of servants.
Well?
Well, what I was gonna say is that Rose has got a butler, so please don't wisecrack.
Don't worry about me. I've been around.
We're probably just in time for tea.
Tea?
Mr. Mason, I presume?
Yeah?
I've been delightfully entertained by your charming wife.
Huh?
She's a very dear friend of my wife's. We met her in Hollywood.
Oh, glad to hear it.
Lewis is my name. Paul H. Lewis.
Well, Mr. Lewis, meet my manager, Mr. Regan.
Delighted.
How are you? I'm sorry about the hat.
Perfectly all right.
Oh, you say you're from Hollywood?
Yeah.
My wife tells me it's lovely out there.
If Mr. Mason would only let you join Paul's review, I'm sure.
Well, darling, prepare yourself for a big thrill. You now have an opportunity of meeting the champion himself.
Hello, baby.
Darling, I want you to meet one of my dear friends from Hollywood, Mrs. Lewis.
I'm awfully glad to meet you.
How do you do?
Here, I was telling the champion that we met his wife in Hollywood.
Yes, my wife often spoke
Why,
of
hello, George!
Hello.
Well, you stingy old thing. Aren't you going to come and kiss me? George, I want you to know Mr. Lewis.
Oh, how do you do?
How do you do?
You know, Mr. Lewis used to be a fight manager also.
Yeah?
Yes, he handled Willie Stoppy before he was champion.
Yes, but I didn't like the game. It was too crooked.
Well, it ain't the fighters that are crooked.
No, it ain't. It's the outsiders that are crooked, always sticking their noses in. I had my chances to throw fights and to clean up, but I chose to fight on the level. And that goes for a lot of us that are in the game because we like it, because we'd rather fight than eat. It's the way George and I feel about it, Mr. Lewis.
Yes, undoubtedly, you're right.
Oh, kid, why don't you show George the rest of the place?
Oh, sure. Sure, come on, George.
Okay, where do we buy the tickets?
Do you mind if I go with you, Jessup? And I haven't seen the bedroom yet.
Sure, come on. I'll chaperone you two. I was telling the kid, Mrs. Lewis, I know a speakeasy looks just like this joint.
What?
A speakeasy. Where you go when you want to get numb. I'll have to take you out and wise you up some evening.
Well, this is Rose's boudoir.
Oh, isn't it lovely?
Bedroom's in here.
Well, I'm crazy about the futuristic stuff.
You like it?
It's a perfect little love nest, isn't it?
How do you like it, George?
Huh? Oh, fine, kid, fine.
Oh, those lovely crepe de chine sheets. I must ask your wife where she got them.
Silk, huh?
Well, what's the difference, George, as long as those sort of things tickle Rose?
I should think they would. I'd laugh myself to death.
I felt kind of silly myself the first time.
Paris. Oh, Paul, they have the most gorgeous crepe de chine sheets.
Is that so? I gotta be going. Well, Rose, this is a great spot you got here.
Of course, it's not very large, but it's big enough for the kid and me.
Say, George, I thought you were going to stay for supper.
I'm sorry, kid, I gotta be going. Bye, Rose.
Goodbye, George.
Bye, folks.
Goodbye.
Slamming on you. I thought you were
Paul, we better be going, too. It's getting rather late, you know.
Oh, say, you have black coffee with your supper here?
Well, yeah, sure, if you want it.
Good idea. Keeps your eyes open. Keeps you awake. Drink a lot of it, kid.
Not me. I like my sleep too well. You know that.
Well, I'll be seeing you.
So long. About 2 o'clock, Eddie.
Hello, Jim. Come to see your wife's act?
Well, yeah.
I'm from the Morning News. Can you tip me off when you intend to give Sailor Hess a match?
You've got your nerve waylaying me.
Well, I'm sorry to interfere with your social functions, champ, but I couldn't find you around the gym at any time. Care to make a statement?
I got nothing to say.
Oh. Well, then we'll just print that you got nothing to say, huh?
Well, I'll fight Sailor Hess when he's good enough to get up against me. You can print that.
Oh, I understand. How about Joe Savella?
When I'm ready to take on Gas House Pugs, I'll let you know.
Oh, I see. What size hat do you wear?
George. So what do you want?
I'm sorry I didn't know about the party, kid, but I wanted to talk to you about this rising you're getting in the newspapers.
Well, this is no place to talk about that. In a man's home?
Oh, I have to come up here if I want to see it.
We'll talk about that later.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, George. You want to come in and have a drink before you go?
I ain't got on the monkey suit, then.
That'll be all right, I guess. Come on in.
Hello, Rose. Didn't know you were having a party. Didn't mean to butt in.
Well, that's all right. The drinks are over there.
What isn't exactly a party, George? Just a few friends dropped in for the evening. A highball?
Scotch. This don't look much like the old days, eh, kid?
It's a little different.
Now we're going to have some regular music.
Wait a minute. Tone it down.
Hey, kid. Remember the time you had your first drink?
Yeah, it was the time we went fishing, wasn't it?
Yeah, and we took the beer along. You remember?
Sure.
And you got dizzy and fell out of the boat.
In my only suit of clothes.
Then I had to take you home and explain it to your grandma.
Yeah, and you told her that I jumped in to save a baby.
And the next Sunday you had to take a bow in Sunday school for being a hero.
Come on, kids, let's have it.
Just a minute, Ann. I want to
Oh,
talk to
come
George.
on,
Just
don't
a
be
second.
like that. Come on. Who's there? George, you shouldn't come in here.
You filth.
Oh, Shirley. Tell Mr. Mason I must see him at once.
Very good, miss.
I don't
Mason.
like it.
Mrs. Mason wishes to see you, sir.
All right. Excuse me just a moment. What's the matter, Rose?
Kid, you gotta get George out of here. I'm not gonna stand for that drunken boss lie around.
Well, what's he
He's
done?
bothering people, trailing them into bedrooms. I won't have him in my house.
Yeah? Well, I'll tell him. George, you gotta cut out bothering the guests, see? Otherwise, I'm gonna ask you to go home.
Huh?
Well, Rose tells me you've been following people into bedrooms. Now, you can't do that.
Good night. been busting in the bedrooms, huh? I've been spying on people, huh?
Listen, Regan, try and behave like a gentleman. Go on, get out.
You're thrown out.
Yeah? You told the kid what I was doing. Why didn't you tell him what I saw?
Get out of here. You're drunk.
Stop him, kid! Stop him!
Cut it up. Now you better go on home. Go on home, I said. Get out!
Why, poor dummy. You had any brains at all, you could see that double-crossing wife of yours.
Now, George, get out! George!
Throw him in the street!
George! Hey, Shirley! Yes, sir. Come on, help me take him out. Yes. I didn't mean to go so far, George. I had to do it. Get out of here and leave me alone. George,
Come on, get out of here and leave me alone, you...
Look what he done to Sailor Hess. Wasn't that a picture now?
You said it. He can give 'em, and he can take 'em.
Did you see the sailor? Teeth knocked out, nose bleeding, broken jaw. A beautiful picture.
Well, Rattler O'Keefe can thank George Regan all right. George learned him it.
Yeah. But what's he holding him back for? Why don't George fight him more?
There's something screwy, all right. I can't figure George out lately.
No. Only that he's going to get drunk.
I hope you'll pardon our intrusion, Mr. Regan, but they told us at the gymnasium we'd probably find you here.
Drunk.
Hello, Rose. I see you got the fur coat.
Oh, don't try to be funny, George. If you were sober, you'd guess what we came here for.
Don't excite yourself, Mrs. Mason. I'll explain. We came here to tell you that...
That you and the kid are through. You've done him enough damage.
Damage?
Yes.
Well,
Well, we had a talk with the kid last night, and he agrees with us.
oh, I see. Is he the new manager?
Yes, I have the honor of representing Mr. Mason.
And we're here to buy back the contract that you had with the kid.
Oh, that's it. Well, I've been expecting it.
Then you're willing to sell the contract?
I am not. But I'll give it to you.
Well, that's rather unusual.
You're rather an unusual manager. But before I tear it up, the kid's got to sign a paper.
What paper?
Well, the kid may not remember the contract, it was so long ago, but there's a clause in there that says he's got to fight whoever I say. Anytime, anywhere.
Oh, what a sap he was to sign a thing like that.
Sure, just a sap. But just the same, before I tear it up, he's got to agree to give my new boy Rattler O'Keefe a shot at the championship within 4 months.
Just a setup.
Yeah. Just a setup.
He'll sign it.
Fine.
Well, there's nothing more.
Come on, Paul.
Certainly, my dear. Postcard of the champ, 50 cents. Ice cold drink.
Them newspaper men is still waiting.
Well, let them wait. If they wait long enough, they'll rot.
For 2 days.
Well, I don't need to train to fight that palooka. A fine training camp this is. Nobody to talk to. I gotta be promoter, manager, main attraction, and everything. Well, I can do it, see? I know more about fight than all you saps put together.
Cigar, cigarette, chewing now. Cigar, cigarette.
Here he comes now. Who? Lewis. To see him posing out there, you'd think he was the champion.
He ain't been here since last Sunday.
Well, don't I know it? Well, kid.
Come, get on the fighting talk, kid. The crowd's waiting for an exhibition.
Well, I don't feel like clowning for a bunch of yaps. Tell him to go on home.
Oh, but Chirp, you got to...
Tell him to beat it. Funny you can find so much to do in the city that you can't be down here.
What do you mean?
Just what I said. Joe, get out my roadster.
Where are you going?
To see my wife.
You can't do that.
Who says I can't? I'm running this camp, all of it.
Ladies and gentlemen, owing to a sprained wrist the champ got yesterday, he won't be able to box today.
Well, Rose, listen. The kid's on his way into town to see you. Now, I don't know if his wife's doing anything or not, but he's been acting mighty funny.
Well, I'll call you at the hotel after he leaves.
Hello, champ. Hello, Eddie. I get lonesome for you. You never drive out to the camp to see me.
Poor thing. I couldn't do that. I might upset you. Kid, you shouldn't be here. Why, it's only 2 nights before the fight. You should be back at camp.
I know. I'm tired. Especially in my legs. There's a jinx on that camp. There's a jinx on it. Everything goes wrong. Yeah? And where's Lewis been for the past week?
Why? Well, darling, how should I know? I haven't any way of finding out.
A fine manager that guy is. Oh, what a sap I was to get tied up with him. Me and him don't fit in together. We don't even talk the same language.
I suppose you'd be better off with George Regan running you.
Well, maybe I would. It's too late for that now. But there's one thing I do know. I'm through with Lewis.
Oh, why, kid.
Through with him, I tell you. I don't want his kind hanging around me. I'd like to crack his jaw every time I look at him.
Kid, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm going to get that guy up here and have it out with
Oh,
him.
you can't do that. If you have another row in this house, they'll throw us out.
All right. Then I'll go to his joint. I'll fix
Oh,
him.
please, kid, please don't do that.
I know what I'm doing.
Oh, I know how you feel. You're angry now, though. Anything might happen. Please wait until tomorrow. Wait until you cool off. Oh, you're tired, dear. You're tired.
Oh, I'm not so tired.
Yes, you are, and you don't know it. What you need is a good night's rest. Only get you cool. Now you feel all better. Lie down. I'm going to make you all nice and comfy now. Now, isn't that better?
Well, that's great. That's great. Hey, you sure he didn't sneak out without you seeing him?
No, it's daybreak now. I stayed there till 5:30, and they were still upstairs when I left.
Yeah. Well, you better go get yourself some sleep. Hey, keep your mouth shut. Don't let the papers get hold of this.
Okay.
No, sir. The best thing for the champ to do is stop O'Keefe in the first round.
What he's got to do, he's got to give O'Keefe all he's got with his right and big.
Ah, you're crazy. He's got the store like he always does. George always...
how you feeling, kid? Your bandages all right?
So you're going to keep asking me that all night? Ain't you been getting on my nerves enough? Hey, Jeff, I'm cold. Can't you turn some heat on in this joint?
Cold? Gee, I'm sweating.
Well, I'm not. Turn on some heat.
What the kid's got to do is wait for a punch is open. Shut up!
I'm running this show, see? I'm going to fight the way I want it.
You're perfectly right, kid. You're the champion, and you know your business. Myers, congratulations. You want me to read it to him?
No, put on with the rest.
Oh, hello, Inspector. Come in. Really? Oh, good.
Well,
Want to see his hands, George?
Oh, they're okay.
Mr. Regan, I don't believe that letter belongs to you. What letter? The one you took from the table.
what? Hey, give me that letter. Come on, hand it over.
After the fight.
Who are you to tell me when? Come on, give me that letter.
You asked for it.
yourselves at all times. Hold a knockdown. The one standing goes to a neutral corner. Now shake hands. Go to your corner. When you hear the bell, come out fighting.
So your wife's gonna sue me, huh? A fat chance.
That's not the half of it. The kid's read the letter and he's wise.
Oh, what did you let him see it for?
I couldn't help it. Now, come on, get your jewels and grab all the money and get a hold of them. Let's get out of here.
Now that's it. My jewels, huh? Say, what do you think I'm gonna do? Support you? Do you think I'm gonna be your meal ticket? Huh.
Oh, that's the angle, is it? I'm the hold the bag, am I? Well, you started this. You're the cause of my wife leaving me.
Oh, quit your crying. We're in a jam, and it's every man for himself.
All right. That's great.
Not yet, Mac. Not yet.
Nice work, Bradley. You're going fine. Hey, kid, use your left. Shut up. Going too fast. Don't you remember the way George...
I'm fighting this fight. Guy's plenty tough. What do you gotta do to keep that guy down? I've hit him with everything.
You're doing fine, Rattler. Keep it up.
I'll go in, I'll murder him. I'll murder him.
Watch him, Rattler. He's gone wild. This is the round. Get him.
Now go to it, kid, and use your left.
Well, George, I fought him the way you told me to.
That's what you did, Rattler. You're a good boy. You're a champion now.
Gee, thanks, George.
Get a shower and don't let these locusts bother you until after you've had a rub.
Okay.
Hey, listen, fellas. Give the new champion a chance to get his pants off before you start firing questions.
Okay, Regan.
Certainly was a big surprise to me, George. I never thought the Rattler would beat the kid.
He didn't, McNeil. It was the kid's wife that beat him.
Let's get you fixed up, Dave.
Really a lot, I tell you.
Well, let me put you on the shower then.
Okay. Get you rolling over me.
Take off.
Leave me alone.
George.
I
Put on that robe. You want to get pneumonia?